Texas Congressman and former U.S. Army Captain Wesley Hunt. Sir, I got to ask, what did you make of this hearing today?
Oh, I think Pam did a fantastic job, and you're correct. She is an overqualified candidate for this job, and she is absolutely going to crush it. She's not going to take any crap from anybody, and we saw that today. She knows her stuff, and this is why President Trump had a mandate to put people like Pam Bondi in charge to make sure that we fight against the deep state and we get our country back in shape. She's just the woman to do just that. I was thoroughly impressed, and in fact, I've been impressed by all of our candidates for the cabinet. I was impressed yesterday with Pete Hegseth. I think Marco Rubio also did an outstanding job today. And again, the America First agenda is going to move forward, and the people that President Trump has placed to do these jobs are exactly what the country needs to get back in shape.
Right. Well, I'm going to get to Marco Rubio in a sec because I do want your take on that. But, you know, this rule of law thing, Democrats seemingly just found it. They're like, oh, we need rule of law. We need guidelines. We need bounds on the Constitution. These people wouldn't know the Constitution if you rolled them up and beat them over the head with it.
Well, we've seen the lawfare against President Trump for the past few years. This goes with all the ridiculous indictments, the raiding of his home. We've seen it ad nauseum for the past year. And now guess what? It's all good and fun until the rabbit got the gun. And now we are back, and we're going to go after these people, as we should, who broke the law. Again, this is not about politics. This is not about going after political opponents, as we have seen them do against President Trump for the past few years. This is actually about getting to the root of those that broke the law and punishing them accordingly so that it never happens in this country again.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe put them in the same cell that January 6ers were once in. All right, so
good idea.
Marco Rubio also had his confirmation hearing today. Like, he's pretty well poised for this position. I can't find any legitimate detractor have him make a single point. Why not? Listen to his message today.
We are once again called to create a free world out of the chaos. And this will not be easy. And it will be impossible without a strong and a confident America that engages in the world, putting our core national interests once again above all else. The top priority of the United States Department of State will be the United States.
Finally.
Oh, that is music to my ears.
Yeah, not a border wall in Oman or gender studies thing in Pakistan. It's the United States.
Correct. Correct. It's the quintessential definition of what you hear when you hear the words America First. And I had the pleasure of flying back to Mar-a-Lago from a rally in Pennsylvania, and I sat across from Marco for a few hours. When I tell you that man is impressive and he is fit for the job, that's why this hearing went so well for him as well, because people know that he knows exactly what he's talking about. He is a statesman, and this is a very serious person that's going to put the American diplomatic agenda first. Isn't that what we all want? Isn't that what we voted for? And Marco Rubio, again, is fit for the job. And these are people the Democrats hate seeing coming their way, because these are very serious people that have the America First agenda at their sails. And I tell you what, we're going to have a very, very good 4 years with this upcoming leadership.
Speaking of 4 years, we got 4 days or so left of Biden, and now the SEC sues Elon. So I got about 30 seconds for you on this one. This is real dumb.
You know, again, this is lawfare at its best. Again, you have Elon Musk that bought this platform for billions of dollars in order to create a free speech platform for all Americans. He did it because he believes in this country. He did it because he knows that America is the last bastion of freedom. And by buying this platform and doing what he has done for the past year, literally gave us our First Amendment rights back. I want to thank Elon for doing that. The lawfare that's going on against him in these last 4 days is clearly calculated because he's been a supporter of President Trump. Thank God this has 4 days left, because it's going to be over here very shortly, and I cannot wait to be there on Monday.
Well, Congressman Wesley Hunt, always a pleasure, sir.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.